Okay.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, my boss.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay. Sorry, good morning. This is 12:37 a.m.
I just say good morning. Okay, good morning.
Good morning. Let's stick to that. Life shall tough for person won't be like you.
Uh, uh,
Not
no, me, I'm stick to like another time zone already. I don't stick to another time zone already. So now I did talk to you good evening, good evening.
yeah. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Continue. So how is it going with you?
I'm doing well.
Um,
How about you?
I'm doing fine. Good thanks to God. So going straight to business. Please introduce yourself, sir.
Uh, Alright, so yeah, my name is Naheem, and I'm a full stack developer, and as well as yeah, I said I'm a full stack developer, but apart from developer, so I can also do any other thing technical. Yeah, let me just call myself a tech guy.
So what other things technical like? Like what? Maybe.
Yeah, like designing uh, anything design. So I can just say there's nothing I cannot do that is technical. So I can actually do everything that I can think of.
Okay. I know that already. I know that already. Yes, sir. So, for how long have you been in the tech industry?
Yeah, I think 6 years now.
Um, One may say could be like 6 years is actually long. Long. It's not a small time.
Yeah, it's a long
Long
one.
time. It's a very long
Yeah,
duration. So,
it's a long run.
yeah. So, how did you
Yes.
start out as a techie?
What is it?
I said, how did you start out as a techie, as a tech bro? How did you start out?
Uh, my tech journey started since I was in JSS3. So I am someone that loves building stuff. Like I just love something unique and different. Like I was fascinated with how Facebook and all other social media works then. So during my young time, so there's nothing like all these modern iPhone, Android phone. Yeah, there are some Android phone like while I was in JS3, but I personally I don't have access to those Android phone at all. So I do have access to all these button phone and some little small version Android phone, right? So I used to use all this Facebook. So whenever I'm using all this Facebook or all the application, so I will be I was fascinated about how it works. So and I'm someone that loves like building things like all this um DIY, do it yourself video on YouTube. I love replicating them. So I was like, oh, I don't really know how all this software works, right? So I don't know how it works. So I was just like, I want to know how to build it so I can also do something like that. I really thought it's something crazy that I can't be able to do, but yeah, I found myself building crazy stuff. Right?
That's massive. That's massive. So how old are you now? So you started from secondary school, like from
Honestly,
JSS3. I said, how old are you now? If you don't mind sharing with us.
yeah, I'm currently 19 years old.
19 years old. That's great. Um, but then I don't know what to say, but I can say that you are doing amazing. So basically in that 6 years from that JSS3, because I can see that you started as a curious student, someone who is curious, not just as a student, but a curious teen, or what can I call it? we are sharp curious. Basically, we're curious. So I can see that I started off as someone curious. So for the past 6 years, what can you say you've achieved like in the tech space currently?
Okay, so what I've achieved on tech skills currently, I don't know what people used to know versus the achievements in this tech space in particular, but I can really say anything you can process with, like in tech space, I've achieved it. So it might not be the fact that maybe I've like bought myself a car, a mansion, or something like that, but in terms of development, skill development, I've reached the max I think I can. Like, it's not the max I think I can reach, but I reached a stage that, like, I can build anything you can think of. Right? So I can build anything you can think of. Apart from that, so in terms of other achievements, in terms of roles or job, I work in several startups and several companies. So, as a CTO, chief developer, I'm a lead developer, and I also do have my own startup as well. So I would like to consider that as an achievement as well because it's not easy to be a CTO in so many companies, not even in Nigeria. So I regard that as achievement as well. And a lot more achievement that I won't like to display right. So but I have achieved a lot in this tech space. Yeah, for sure.
That's not a short of success. That's a very big achievement because being in the tech
Yeah,
space, the whole space is not saturated, but it is chaotic. And for someone who started off very young, and I'm not to be I can't say that I'm very sure, but I know that you starting off, you didn't have someone who is a mentor for you to guide you along the path, right? And to achieve something of substance like this, to have this type of achievements in the tech space requires a lot of hard work, and I can see that you are doing very well, sir. And
yeah,
that's
thank
good,
you.
and I'm happy for you, sir. So moving forward, you said you have your personal startups here.
Yeah,
Okay, so aside from you being a chief technology officer or a chief tech officer at startups and other companies abroad and Nigeria, you have your own personal startup
yeah,
that you are working on. And can you share with
yeah,
us
sure.
what your startup is and what it is all about?
Okay, so the name of the startup is Tekcify, right? So currently, I'm not going to lie, so I have more than one startup that I own currently in Nigeria, right? But the first one is Tekcify. So, Tekcify is like a company that is like a Tekcify, right? So we build solutions, especially AI-powered solutions that solve problems. Any kind of digital problem that you can ever think of, the Textify is here to solve that, right? So, uh, how do the idea about Textify come? You know, as someone like me, I love building a lot of things. So, come to think of it, if I just wake up now and start thinking about building a product, you need to like register CAC for each product and to get like legal license uh, to register all these payments into an own. So that's a lot of stress. So to save the stress, why not like create a parent company for all these products? So you can just have a legal license for the company and use the legal license to register payment gateway for all the sub products. So that's where the idea about the coupon comes. The coupon is very good. Tekcify is a company, right? So, and we have a lot of products under Tekcify. We currently have 3 products that we're working on and more to come, right? So that's all about Tekcify.
That was great. That was great. So, what are you building with Texify? Okay, you said Texify serves. Sorry, Texify serves as a like a general repository for all your startups. Like, let's say a
Exactly,
all your
exactly.
startups.
Something like Meta, Meta owns Facebook, WhatsApp,
Um,
and others. Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
understand. So, what are you building currently at Texify?
Yeah. Currently at Tekcify, so we have 3 products that we're working on. So the first product is Admon AI, which is like a WhatsApp AI, something like Meta AI and WhatsApp, or a better version of it, right? So much more better with a lot of features. So we have the second product, PDFX, the chat, which is like document assistant, but in the coming version, we are going to make it more like a document agent. So I'm not going to be disclosing much on this interview. So the third product is Campus. So this Campus is consider Campus like AI powered social media for students. So where your voice as a student can be heard by a lot of people easily. So without you having much followers. Yeah.
So, so starting from Bink's AI, yeah. Bink's AI is a WhatsApp AI. Instead of having to go onto ChatGPT and then you can chat up your AI on your WhatsApp, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So there is the PDFX chat. I think I I had the experience
Yeah.
with that.
Document assistant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a document assistant. Then there is Campbox, an AI learning platform, right? Campbox. What's Campbox about again?
Yeah.
I can't hear you, please.
Like social media, AI powered social media. Like
Okay, AI powered
AI powered.
and social media.
Hello, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
AI powered social media for students. Yeah. Emphasis on that students. So it's only meant for students stuff and not really a social media kind of a thing.
Okay.
Like we are not competing with
Oh,
Facebook,
that
Instagram, and all.
that's a very good idea. That's a very good one. And what's the last one again? Sorry. I think you mentioned
Yeah, I think I mentioned three,
okay,
and that's it.
it's three. Okay, okay.
Three, just three.
So Banks, PDFX, and Campus. Those are great. So which one are you pushing out to the masses right now?
Yeah, currently working on the Base AI. So we are doing a lot of work on that. So there's a lot of work going on the development of the Base AI. Yeah, so currently the Base AI should be live on the 1st of May, 2025. Yeah, we all should be expecting that.
Okay, that's great. That's great. On the 1st of May. That should be just a few days to come. Let's say 8, 9, 10 days. I can't really
Yeah,
estimate.
it is. Yeah.
8 days. Okay, that's massive. So what's the difference between because what I'm saying right now is you putting Bing's AI out on WhatsApp. Why should people choose Bing's AI over WhatsApp AI? That Meta AI. Yeah.
Okay, that's the nice question, right? So the fact that Meta AI is on WhatsApp and it is from Meta company. So they own WhatsApp, they also own the AI. So they have the chance to modify the WhatsApp interface to fit in with the AI. So that's why everyone using WhatsApp will surely like maybe have messaged that AI before. Yeah. So they have a lot of chance to use the platform to grab the attention to that AI. So that's a very, very challenging factor to us. And we don't scale because we are far, far better than the AI on WhatsApp. So how is this AI far more better than um, Meta AI and WhatsApp? So this case AI, it has a lot of crazy features, such as I won't be able to mention everything, just to make
Just
everything
mention the
short.
core
So
few.
we have the core feature, which is deep research. If you notice all this modern AI like Perplexity, ChatGPT, Gemini, they have this feature called deep research, where the AI is going to go deep the websites and deep the search engine to get you some facts to aid your research and give you reports after performing all the researches. So we have other features like YouTube analyzer. So you can just send this a YouTube link and ask it a question or ask it to summarize the video for you. So you don't have to watch all YouTube videos. You can just get this to summarize it for you. We have other features like social media downloader. So you scrolling up on Instagram, you want to save a particular reel on your phone or your gallery, you can just copy the link and send it to this guy to download it for you and it's going to download that for you. You can also ask it to send you videos on how to do stuff or music or even ask it to get the lyrics to the song and a lot more, like so much different, like so much.
So basically, what you guys are doing is taking taking the
So
WhatsApp.
what we're actually doing is we want to ease people online presence. We want to make things easier for people. Yeah. So the online presence of people, we want to make it easier. So you don't have to juggle different apps to perform a particular task. So you don't have to. So you like you switching from WhatsApp to ChatGPT to ask questions. One thing I don't like about Meta AI is it gives so long response. Like I don't really like too much talk. I can't read too much text, so I read too much text. So and it doesn't stick to instructions. So I have to leave WhatsApp to go to ChatGPT to make some requests if I need something. So we don't have to do that again. So this year I got it covered. So far better than the timeline.
You guys are just stealing the market away from WhatsApp, and that's great. I just said something
Yeah,
I just quoted a tweet on X saying um creating opportunities doesn't have to be you having to jump into a market. There are bound to be loopholes and blind spots in every market that an entrepreneur can just leverage those opportunities that people are missing out. I don't know. I don't know what Meta is doing with Meta AI, but
yeah.
that AI is I just don't like I don't like it at all. So
But funny thing is, we have on our other products like Tampons coming up. So uh, the introduction of Meta AI on WhatsApp leads to the invention of Campos, like yeah, the exile about Campos. So we want our own social or social media app whereby we can integrate our own AI, amend the UI design to fit in perfectly to what we want. So we don't need to depends on other platform interface to build our store. So on Campus now, we can adjust the UI design of Campus to fit in perfectly to all the features we have. But right now that we are using WhatsApp to build our AI, so we have to stick to what WhatsApp provide for us, the provision of WhatsApp. So if they provide just three buttons, we have to stick to it. We cannot go beyond what they are for us, what they have provided for us with the API. So that's why we are building our own social hub where we can give our users the best experience of this AI. I hope you get that.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. That's a very great one. That's a very great one actually. Um with Bink's AI, okay, you said when you guys are going to launch. What has been the roadblocks you guys have been facing so far?
Yeah, the roadblocks we have been facing so far is, I would say, uh, is something all startup in Nigerians might have faced before. So it is team cooperation, not really cooperation, but let's say team management or team contribution. It is very, very important for a founder that is not ready to pay much or invest much money in a startup to be a developer. Otherwise, there is decision to it. So I'm
I mean,
talking from experience
I'm a
because
testament of that.
you cannot uh, hire a developer to work. Exactly. So you cannot hire a developer to work voluntarily on your product without a very, very substantial agreement or maybe equity stuff and expect the developer to work extraordinary, like to go extra mile to ship the product in time. So I don't know how you're going to do that. So I would say team management is something very, very underrated, which we have been putting in place at Tekcify, and that makes everything go smooth. Like everything is very smooth right now. So we are overcoming anything called team blockers. And yeah, for now, anything kind of challenges, so we have overcome it. So it's the thing that we passed. Right.
That in management you mentioned is, I don't know, maybe a generalized problem in Nigeria. And if you want to be a non-technical founder in Nigeria, or you have it worse, not even hard, you have it worse because I faced same issue with developers like 2 or 3 or 4 times, not even twice, like about 4 times self. Yeah, about 4 times now, and I'm just exhausted about it. And thank God for you, sir. But then, I think, what do you think can be done to actually solve that issue? Because you can't always have technical founders. Some people are not really
So if you are not technical, if the founder is not technical, you need to find a co-founder that is technical and ready to give his best to the startup, right? So if the co-founder is ready to give his best to the startup and he is a technical founder, I mean he is a technical person, then you are fine. So you are going to deal with equity within yourself, like how you are going to share the equity. Once he agrees to the equity and he has interest in shipping the product with you, no problem at all. But you non-technical founder is either you have the money to pay the developers or you find a co-founder that is technical. Yeah, that's just the answer.
that's a fine solution. I think I can't stick to that. I'll go back to being a technical founder. Don't worry, you guys should watch out. Okay. I've learned my lesson already. I can't just I can't go through that again. So
Yeah,
okay, basically we've talked about your startup journey. Uh what will be your advice for someone who is looking to start up
who is looking to start up a
as a
business
founder? As a founder, yeah.
or as a founder? So one thing I always advise people is to work on your connection. Connection is really, really, really important and crucial in the tech journey. Connection. Yeah, I will always emphasize on connection. So no matter how good you are, so you have to create connection. Although there are two kind of connection. Some people seek for connection, and connection comes to meet for people. Like me, I'm an introvert, right? So I don't go out. I don't mingle with people. So I will say connection comes to me because I am good. So if you are good to a certain stage,
So
so connection is really comes to you. People don't like if you go to people. If you go to people that, hey, guy, I want to be your friend. Maybe you see what the person is doing good, and you say, I want to be your friend. So the person might reply you at that instant, but the person might not be able to keep up with you for a long time. Maybe later on, you want to be replying the message because you're not giving value back to him. So people value people that gives value to them. So if you are giving value to me, I will always stick to you and always reply to you in time. So if I see value in you, I will come to you myself and stick out for friendship. So connection can always come to you or you seek for the connection. But if you want to seek for the connection, make sure have a value that you want to give back to the person that you want to connect with. If you only want to seek value for the person, the connection won't last long. If you grab that, that's just it.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. So if you want to start out as a founder, the core thing you need is connection, and is either you start
Mhm.
or you
Yeah,
don't.
exactly. You need that the connection is not the only key, right? So you need connection. Apart from connection, you need a substantial solution. I mean, solution that is really solving a problem, not just a kind of solution that just comes to your mind. You haven't even validated the idea, so the solution just comes to your mind, and you just start building it. So yeah, you need a solution that you are emotionally connected with. So I don't know how to explain this. So the problem you are solving must be something that you have experienced or your immediate neighbors have experienced it so that you can be emotionally attached to the problem you are solving and have something to always keep you moving.
I understand what you're saying. So what you're saying is if you are solving a problem, don't just okay. If you are building a solution, because not all solutions solves a problem. Ensure the problem you and the solution you're
Yeah,
building
yeah.
solves.
You see, if the solution is not solving a problem, that's not a solution.
Yeah.
Because the definition of solution is like solving a problem, right?
Okay. So I would say if a product is not solving a problem, then it is not a solution.
Yeah,
Then
that's not a product. It
eh,
shouldn't be considered as a startup. Yeah, that's
it
not a
can't be
solution.
considered as a startup. But building connection involves you looking out for valuable people, or you being valuable enough for people to connect with you, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get your point now, sir. So oh, thank you for your time. I think we've used past our scheduled time. I think so,
Yeah.
and it's been a meaningful conversation with you, and
Thank you.
I I want to commend you for what you are doing in the tech space, and I wish you success. Trying out my campaign.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, and I trying out my campaign for
Thank you so much.
no problem, sir. My campaign for people who are trying to do something and put something out there, solving people's problem through their own efforts. I used to see you guys at these learnings, yeah. So this interview is in courtesy of an initiative I run called Grow with Admon. Use and this interview is called the Empyrean's Spotlight. Or spotlight people who are at the top, you people who are my ogas, and I wish to see you guys going up and up there while also ensuring people who are looking up to you guys keep growing and they keep moving forward, knowing they've had it worse than they are right now. Thank you very much for your time. And once again, I am Abdul Malik Adebayo Omoni, sir. Have a
Yeah,
good
my
night
name is
rest or a good morning
all
rest.
right.
I
Good
don't know
night.
which one to tell yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, anyone.
Goodbye,
Yeah,
sir.
good.